Yeah, we're live. What's up? Sean here, back at you with another high-ticket tune-up. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things to increase your sales, especially if you have a digital marketing agency. Stay tuned. This one's going to be fire. What's happening, FlowChat Connector? Sean here, back at you with another high-ticket tune-up. Make sure and subscribe, hit that like button, and share this out to all the people that need it because this is going to be super valuable. Today, we're diving into something that I think a lot of people want to know about. How do you increase your sales? Here's 3 things to increase your sales specifically for a marketing agency. If you have any agency, whether it's a copywriting agency or an SEO agency, a digital marketing agency, any PR agency, like anything agency related, this is going to be the right video for you. So tune into this one. This one's going to be fire. So first and foremost, we've traveled a pretty interesting journey over the past, 6, 7, 8 years online here now. And one of the things that we found was a lot of people kind of get stuck with this glam and glitz and all this stuff out there, tools and CRMs and buy the tech. And a lot of people jump in and they buy the thing and then they don't ever activate. So one of the first things that I can share when it comes to increasing sales, and let me just make this bigger here. Here's the question that came from Tim. He said, Sean, my calendar's pretty empty right now. Do you have any suggestions on how to increase my sales? Yes, of course I do. Right? So here's 3 things to increase your sales in your agency for 2022. Number 1, most people forget to do this, but this is one of the secrets that allowed us to explode out of the gate. Step 1, do marketing research. What do I mean? Well, we were at a place where we had just sold our previous software company and we needed to create sales because we needed some cash flow. And so we went to one of our coaches and we were like, hey coach, what do we do? And our coach, Russell Brunson, said to us, what are you good at? And we turned around and we said, well, we're pretty good at sales. And then he said to me something I'll never forget. He's like, guess what, Sean? Majority of these people in the online space aren't that good at sales. You should help them. And so that gave Chris and me an idea. And we were like, oh, well, let's go talk to the market and let's see what the market wants. See, when you're growing up and you come through school, the first thing you are taught in traditional education is build the widget, then go sell the widget. Well, in fact, when you get into entrepreneurship and you move into the space of digital marketing, specifically for an agency, that doesn't really work. Because if you just built the baddest ass SEO agency or, video marketing agency or whatever type of agency it is, and you have a widget over here, and then you're like, okay, who's going to buy it? Now you're kind of out in the cold. Why? Because technology could have raced by you. A lot of things could have happened. So what we did is we said, okay, Russell said we need to go talk to the market and figure out if these people truly have a sales problem, right? And in whatever your agency solves, the problem that your agency solves, this is what you want to do. So we listed out about 20, 30, 50 of the people that we thought we wanted to work with. And we just started talking to them. We reached out to them via phone, through our network, however we could get to them. And we just started asking questions like, hey, do you struggle with creating sales? And they all said yes. And then we went in deeper and deeper and deeper. And we learned, this is what they said. They said, Sean, I don't want to sell anymore. I want a selling team. And that was far from me wanting to teach sales. It was rather, no, people wanted a sales team. And I was like, oh, so if I'd gone down the path and built widget over here, that one wouldn't have worked very well over here. And I think this is why a lot of people don't get it right. So market research becomes so valuable because when you speak with 5 or 6 or 10 or however many of your clients, then the thing that you got to remember is you're going to see trends. And when you see trends, that's what you want to act on. And so for the marketing research that we did, what we found is people said, I don't want to sell. I want a selling team. And it wasn't, I want to teach sales. It was like, hey, no, I want a sales team. So I was like, okay. So Chris and I started a high-ticket agency and we started teaching people how to hire, onboard, and train salespeople, right? And that was the direction that we gave. So this first step here, the first of the 3 steps to get more sales is to understand what the market is looking for, demanding, wanting, thinking about, talking about. And the only way to do that is not to go to a coach. It's not to go to a trainer, your neighbor, or anything like that. Is to go talk to the actual market. So make your list. If you already have clients, this is even easier, right? Just make a list of your 5 best clients, call them up and say, hey, why'd you buy from me? That's a very easy way to do it. And you will see patterns emerge out of just talking with 5 people. Now, if you don't have those clients, that's okay, right? Think about who the perfect client would be and say, listen, I'm thinking about creating a product in this space. I'd love to get some marketing research feedback from you. Definitely not a sales call because I don't even have anything to sell. I just want to talk to you and learn, what problems you may be facing and start the conversation that way. Go down the path. You're going to get the right answers. And eventually you'll say, oh, that's how my agency can be different and separated from everything else. And when you create the rare, scarce, and urgent play of this is something new and different, guess what? you're going to win. So step one is do your marketing research. If you haven't done that, go back and do that. Step two, ask for referrals. You're on the call with the person that you want to work with, right? So easy. You're already in this place where you're like, yo, I'm talking to you because is this something that you think you want to do? Oh my God, yes, this is. When are you going to launch it? Well, I'm going to be launching it in the next couple of months. Okay, perfect. Well, let me ask you something. Who do you care about that should also know about what I'm doing, right? And that line is so critical. Who do you care about that you know that should know what I'm doing here? And that line, when you say it candid like that, you're going to get people to give you a referral. And even if it's just one, right, it definitely pays to ask. So in your marketing research phase, this is step two, ask for a referral. First of all, ask for the business, right? Or say, is this something that you would see yourself doing in the future? Okay, great. I'm going to come back to you. Obviously, we're not talking about that here, but I just wanted to get the interest level. Great. Interest level is a 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh. Who do you care about? Who's in your inner circle that you care about that should know what I'm doing? I'd love the introduction, and then you'll get an introduction, or just reach out, get a name, get a number, and make the referral call. Now do the same thing when you call this referral. It's like, hey, Joe hooked me up with you. The reason I'm calling is because I'm doing some marketing research. I'm asking about this particular area. Please, can you tell me about your agency? Boom, 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 or your thing that you're doing. I'm actually in the process of building an agency, or already have an agency, whatever the case may be. That conversation is easy, and just say, listen, like, what are you struggling with? Ask that question, because, and then when you get into that referral, then all of a sudden now you can start tuning it. The referral becomes more of almost a sales conversation, especially even if you don't have a product yet. Now, remember, I said it doesn't matter if you have a product or you do. This marketing research phase is perfect for getting the the data you need to build the widget. So if you don't have the widget, get the data first, then go build what they want, and then sell what they want back to them. It's a very easy cycle. And the third step, the number 3 thing, probably the most important, use FlowChat. If you guys don't know what FlowChat is, you need to book a call with our team. So in the comments below, you're going to find a link, and I promise it will be so worth your time, right? So FlowChat is the agency tool of the future. If you look at the slide right here, what you're seeing is what we call our import feature, right? So Chris and I and our team, Bruno and everybody else, have been working on this project for past 20 years. We know it's right in the alley of an agency, and we know it crushes for agencies. If you look at this page, you can see all the different social channels on there. And each one of those channels, you can go, imagine this, you go out to Facebook and you've started communicating in Messenger with some of these prospects. What if you could click a button and collect all the people you started messaging and move them into one place where you could manage them, and that'd be your Facebook contacts. And then maybe you've been LinkedIn messaging people, you could bring those in, and then even Instagram, we could do it all, right? So all of the platforms, they work in one place. It's pretty amazing, right? How about this? You could actually go to any post on Facebook and you can collect all the likes off any post, whether it's a Facebook ad, whether it's your post or another person's post, and you can actually put them in the tool and you can start having conversations. Now, this is step 3, not step 1 or step 2. And the reason it's not step 1 or 2 is because we need to do the marketing research for your agency to make sure that your agency is the right fit for your clients. Because if it's not, like, don't go down this path, because this tool will allow you to collect thousands, if not tens of thousands of the right people immediately. You don't need paid ads. You don't need anything, just a software tool, and you can actually import as many people as you want. Friends lists. How about this? Any Facebook group, any group that's on Facebook, paid, public, private, doesn't matter. As long as you're a member of that group, you can actually use the tool to bring those people into one place where you can have a very great conversation. And we don't use automation. We don't use bots, because those things, nobody buys from bots. People buy from people. And so this tool was designed to be a person-to-person combat in a very organized and efficient manner where you can actually scale with the business. We have businesses doing hundreds of millions of dollars using this tool right now. Today, we actually have almost 500 different businesses. We only launched the tool just about 5.5 months ago. So crushing it. And again, all I'm going to say is, like, if you don't know what FlowChat is and you haven't seen it yet, like, go below, book a call, get yourself involved with this product. And I never talk about products, but this is the one that I'm hanging my hat on. And I've been in the space for a long time. I've closed over $130 million in my career, and this tool is responsible for a majority of it. So if you want to know the true secrets of 3 things that can help you increase sales. Like I mentioned, do some marketing research, ask for a couple of referrals so you can have a continued conversation. When you understand the niche that you're building, use FlowChat to crush it, right? This is the scale tool that everybody needs. So with that said, those are the 3 tips that I'm going to share with you today. Hope it's been powerful. I know this is a tool that I think a lot of people can use, and you could use it, right? So if you're selling anything in the online space, you're going to want to check out the tech. It's really awesome. Look below in the comments, click, and let's get started for sure. Let's book a call. Let's talk, get on our call with our team. So with that said, you just been tuned up. Look at this. So someone says, hey, I'm not using FlowChat as much as I should. So glad I saw this video. Great. Yes, get in there and use it. Absolutely. Another Facebook user saying 100%. Absolutely. Another person saying, good morning back to you. So that's really cool. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, knock this out to all the other people that might need this tool, because if you're trying to grow your agency in 2022, this is the secret. I promise it will work for you 100%. And that said, I love your face. Have a great day. Smash that like button. We'll talk soon.